Good morning, everyone. My name is Kathy Fisher, Senior Vice President of Global Merchandise for Universal Destinations and Experiences, and a member of the Southeast Region Board of Directors. It is my pleasure to welcome you here this morning to the Canine Companions Southeast Region hearing graduation, both to those that are here in the audience and those watching on live stream. As we begin our ceremony, I want to be the first to offer my congratulations to the hearing dog trainers, the hearing dog graduating class, and to the 4 puppy raisers who so generously gave their love, time, and care to these dogs, and thus laid the foundation that led them to become a hearing dog. We are excited to share later in the ceremony how these amazing dogs will become our graduates' connection to the world around them by having their ears tuned in to important sounds like a doorbell, a knock on the door, alarms, or even someone calling their names. A Canine Companions hearing dog has unparalleled skills that will provide a greater sense of independence and ease of life for anyone matched with one. My husband Marty and I have been involved with Canine Companions for 18 years as an 11-time puppy raiser, receiving our 12th puppy last week, and actively involved through volunteer opportunities to support our mission. It is incredibly rewarding and fulfilling to play a part in a puppy's development and growth and experience the connection to those who are matched with a Canine Companion dog. Watching them grow and learn tasks that will translate to helping an adult, a child, or a veteran with a disability is an experience unlike any other. The Southeast region is grateful to the many foundations, individuals, and organizations who have generously supported the vision to train hearing dogs here in Orlando. The hearts and generosities of our donors are the backbone to the Canine Companions, and without their support, we would not be able to continue to provide our services free of charge. There are many others to recognize, and I would like to express my thanks to the wonderful staff at the Southeast region who works tirelessly to make miracles happen, and to our volunteers, puppy raisers, chapter members, board of directors, event committees, dog walkers and bathers, and the team training supporters. Thank you to everyone for sharing this day with us and for welcoming the newest members to the Canine Companion family. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mary Johnson, our hearing dog instructor.
Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us today. I feel like I was just here as the last 3 months have just completely flown by. And how is it that it is the start of summer already? Today is the end of team training, and it is the end of the school year for so many across the country. Congratulations to everyone who has a graduating student in their household, both 4-legged and 2-legged. Lots of emotions, I'm sure, and today is no different. Now, before I start with the passing of the leash, I'd like to take a moment to recognize, just like Kathy did, all those who play a part in making these hearing dogs a reality. Our dogs begin their journey with a volunteer breeder caretaker who helps birth these puppies and keeps them in their home until it's time to move on to their volunteer puppy raisers all across the country. Breeder caretakers have an important role in making sure that these dogs you meet today have a jump start on their journey to providing independence. Next come the puppy raisers. And what more can I say that has not been said before? These men, women, and families accept a fluffy ball of untrained fur into their home only to love it, guide it, train it, and then give it back after a year and a half. An act that is both selfless yet rewarding. Today, 4 puppy raisers are beyond excited that the puppy that they raised has made it to wear the blue vest of a graduate dog. And then you have the countless volunteers of our organization that make up the rest of our lifeblood. Thank you to anyone who has ever donated to our organization, whether it's your time or your talents. We truly would be lost without you. Last, I want to thank all of my fellow coworkers, especially my co-teacher and my fellow instructor, Amanda Otney, who helped me teach this class. No matter your role here at Canine Companions, you are a part of the success of every single dog that graduates. I am grateful to work with a hardworking group of individuals who strive every day to make a difference in this world. So now, on to the fun. Hannah, can you come join me up in the front? Hannah and her mom flew in from Evansville, Indiana. Hannah loves horses, if you can see her cowboy boots. And she has a natural affinity with animals. And we've seen this as she's worked with the dogs in class. She's been confident, yet willing to take our direction. And she's going to gain so much independence with her new dog by her side. Hannah has difficulty hearing sounds in her day-to-day life, and she came to Canine Companions to make things easier for her when she doesn't have her hearing aids in, and to help her feel more independent of her parents. Hannah has been matched with Nichols III, a rather large male lab golden cross who could be confused for a smaller version of a horse. And while you're laughing, Nichols has provided some periods of comic relief in this class. While he's a very hard worker, he tends to move his head in the motion of a chicken when he alerts Hannah. And there's been talk that he may dress as a chicken for Halloween. So Hannah, we're gonna need photos of that in case it does happen. Nichols was the first puppy raised by volunteer puppy raiser Nancy Chang of Montvale, New Jersey, and she is here to present him today. Go ahead. Yeah. All right, Bethany, can you come up? Bethany and her mom, Susan, attended team training from Tallahassee, Florida. Go Knowles. Bethany is the sweetest young woman, and I have to say that it's fitting that she has been placed with one of the sweetest female dogs. From day one, Bethany showed that she is comfortable with dogs and has a great love and natural ability to handle them. Bethany is looking forward to her new dog, Carly, to take the weight off of her family's shoulders by knowing that her new best friend will alert her to sounds that she'd otherwise miss. And from what we've seen of their already working relationship, we know that Carly is going to fit that bill just fine. Bethany was placed with Carly, who is stretching. She's getting ready. I see her over there. She is a petite female lab golden cross who has already gained the nickname Princess by Bethany. Carly was the 4th puppy raised by volunteer puppy raisers Mike and Susan Kehoe of Clifton, Virginia. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it today, so presenting Carly on their behalf is Robin Sanchez, a puppy raiser and member of our board of directors and our national board of directors, and I feel like I should hand the mic to you and just like explain your whole resume. And Robin, thank you so much for handing Carly over. Congratulations. Oh, see? Ah, love it. There you go. Pat, can you come up next? Pat does double duty in her home as she lives in both Dunedin, Florida, as well as Maryland. Pat's hearing loss journey has been a bit different as she began to lose her hearing loss, or lose her hearing in her 20s and 30s. Her father also lost his hearing around the same time, and she saw the struggles that he endured as his hearing faded and he retreated into depression. While hearing loss can be a socially isolating disability, Pat has tried her hardest to not let this be the case for her, even despite a worldwide pandemic that we all experienced the last few years. Pat loves the arts, and she's very active in the HLAA, the Hearing Loss Association of America. And with her new dog by her side, Pat is envisioning a life of more connection with others, as well as more confidence. She will no longer miss the sounds of dropped keys, warning beeps, or even sirens in her car. Pat has been matched with a dog who is staring at her intently. He only has eyes for her. And his name is Scouty, a Labrador Golden Retriever cross. Both he and Pat seem like they are already two peas in a pod, calm, gentle souls. Earlier this week on a field trip to the mall to practice our testing, there is a part of the test where our students have to turn their dog over to their instructor for a minute and they have to walk away. And Scouty stood there and looked at me. Very uninterested in me. But as soon as Pat came around the corner, his eyes lit up, his tail started to wag, very much similar to what he's doing right now. So I know they are going to be okay. Scouty was the first dog raised by volunteer puppy raiser Chad Collier of Green Cove Springs, Florida, and he is here to present Scouty today. Go ahead. He's ready. Let him at his woman. All right, Carissa, it's your turn. Now, most of you in here who are familiar with our graduations at the Southeast region know that our hearing dog team training students tend to be from the middle to the east coast of the United States. Well, Carissa earns the award for the farthest traveled, quite possibly one of the farthest traveled students I've ever taught, as she and her mom traveled from McMinnville, Oregon. Carissa is actually a student at the University of Memphis, pursuing her doctoral degree in audiology. So when our Northwest region called me to say, hey, any chance you could serve Carissa, because it's kind of closer to Orlando, I was all too happy to say, sure. Being born with genetic hearing loss, Carissa often found it difficult to find her place amongst her hearing peers, as many didn't understand her hearing loss. But she was lucky to have a mentor who helped her find her way in the hearing world, helped her learn her rights as a deaf woman, and also instilled in her to one day work with children who have hearing loss. Carissa has been matched with Legend the Sixth, a spunky lab golden cross. Carissa, through her calm patience, is the yin to Legend's yang. These two go together like peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper, bacon and eggs. Yeah, well, you guys get the idea. Legend was the first dog raised by Dawn Brown of Pace, Florida, and she is here to present Legend today. Go. All right, congratulations to the May 2023 Hearing Dog graduating class. All right, Carissa and Legend are now going to give you a brief perspective of team training from the student side.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Carissa. 4 of us have had the honor of participating in the training here over the past 2 weeks. Each of us has our own story. Each of us was diagnosed with hearing loss at different times in our lives. With that said, each one of us have navigated our lives making adjustments to live in this world. For those with hearing loss, there is a lot of advanced technology, such as hearing aids, cochlear implants, bone-anchored devices, and so much more. While this may help make sounds audible, it does not always mean things are intelligible. These assistive technologies do not restore our full access to sound. We still struggle to determine where sounds are coming from, and may not always be able to hear them. This can be due to someone's level of hearing loss and the limits of different technologies. For example, I have a profound sensorineural hearing loss, and high frequencies cannot always be amplified to a level where they are audible, even with the use of my hearing aids. One of my classmates cannot hear low frequencies and has a similar experience in regards to the amounts of amplification provided. That leads us to what we are missing the most in our lives: the access to sound. Each of us applied to Canine Companions not knowing what was next in our lives. We were each matched with a dog that Amanda and Mary felt best match our personality and needs. Over the past week and a half after being matched, we have had the chance to work together with our dogs to establish a relationship with them. Flash forward to today. Today marks new beginnings for the 4 graduates. As each of us embark on our new journeys and life continues to ebb and flow, our expertly trained service dogs will alert us to the sounds that we cannot hear. As these dogs continue to work for us, we hope to show love and companionship for the rest of their lives. We recognize that none of this would be possible if there weren't puppy raisers, breeders, volunteers, administrative staff, trainers, businesses, private donors, and other individuals that are working hard every day to help humankind. I would also like to especially thank the barbecue crew, Universal Studios, Risa, and Peggy for the fantastic lunches they provided. We are so grateful for your support and generosity. To our wonderful hosts, Carson and Linda, you truly made the dorm feel like home. To Amanda, Mary, and Aaron, I don't know where all of you are. Okay. Thank you for making team training fun, interesting, and educational. It was real good. Please speak, but in human form, for these amazing individuals by clapping your hands. At this time, I am honored to introduce the team training video tribute created in honor of our special class.
Now, earlier I mentioned that 4 puppy raisers are beyond excited that the puppy they raised is graduating today to wear the blue cape of a graduate dog. But that's only part of the story. For each of the puppy raisers that you see or meet, there is a wide network of family, friends, supporters, well-wishers, and cheerleaders who encourage these folks on. I know there are so many watching this graduation from afar and cheering for these 4 new teams. These dogs have been prayed for, prayed over, wished for, and dreamt of. Today, this is the day we see all of these prayers and dreams come true. And it has been my honor and privilege to have played a small role in this magic. For all of you who have been here today, and for all of you who have watched this either on the live stream or the playback, we thank you for being part of our mission. If you've seen something today that has touched you or you want to know more, we welcome you to visit our website at canine.org, and we hope to see you again in the future. Graduates, stop that. Yeah, I was getting through it without crying. Come on. This is my time to say one final release and send you on your way to begin your life with your New Year's by your side. And we wish you all the best. Oh boy. All the best along each step of your journey home. For those of you who are in attendance with us here in Orlando today, please feel free to stay and wait for it to stop raining, I guess. But you can enjoy some lovely refreshments that have been provided by our volunteers, Connie Gam and Linda Mucha. And everyone, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Thank you. Release, go.